Hi, this is Sarah for sarahjoyobrecht.com. In a few minutes, I'm going to draw the winning name for the November giveaway for my blog, which this time features an awesome set of Hello Kitty flags. You can use them in your home or your office or everywhere you like. This is my favorite of all of them. This is a flag depicting Hello Kitty making takoyaki. It's one of my favorite Japanese junk foods. It's actually one of my daughter's too. You can see the red octopus behind me on the refrigerator. Takoyaki is made from octopus meat. It's mixed into this batter, and then you cook them in these really cool trays that are made just for making takoyaki. They look like muffin tins, and they have a bunch of half circles, and you pour the batter in, and as it cooks, this device vibrates so that it keeps the dough loose and keeps it from sticking, and then you take a stick and you turn it and you rotate it, and as it's rotating while it's cooking, it forms in this ball of wonderful octopus gooey doughy wonderful mess. And when it's completely browned all the way around, then you serve it topped with a drizzle of mayonnaise and takoyaki sauce, and then you sprinkle negi, which is like a Japanese leek, on top of it. And then my favorite is shaved bonito flakes, which are dried fish, and they are shaved very, very thin, so thin that the heat of the takoyaki rises, and as it rises, then the bonito flakes start waving like this, and it looks like your plate is alive. It's a really fun, weird treat to impress friends that have never had it before, so if you get a chance to eat it, it's actually very good. Anyway, so that was my favorite flag out of all of them. I wanted to point out that I'm wearing my husband's sweater today. I slept in it last night. It's very, very cozy. Last night we went to a party, and it was the first time in 3 years that I went to a real party that was not like a Tupperware party or something where people are selling things, or a baby shower, where people swapped gifts and horror stories about birth. But it felt really good to do that, and I want to encourage moms, if you haven't been invited to a party just because in a long time, how about you throw one of your own, because there are many moms out there that could just use that fun fellowship time without the pressure of having to buy the smallest, most like the cheapest thing in the whole catalog that night just to fit in. So anyway, have fun, go to parties, make your own parties, invite other moms. This is Leah, and she's going to be helping with a drawing today. We'll be using this box today, which is a grow your own shiitake mushroom log box. We bought that last week, and I can't wait to see how they turn out. And inside we have all the names. Leah, would you pick out with your booger finger? Leah, would you pick out a paper? Ooh, what does it say? May I read it? Let me see. It says Elizabeth Hull. Ooh, all right, Elizabeth is our winner. Let me see what she wrote for her comment on our November giveaway. Thank you for your help, Leah. Elizabeth Hall writes, "This is not an earth-shattering tale, but my lost and found story is sort of embarrassing and humbling. I went to Target to pick up a couple of items while I was pregnant with my twin daughters this summer. When I got home, I realized that 2 bottles of soap I had purchased were nowhere to be found in my bags. The next day I went to the store to have them checked to see if the cashier had placed them at the service counter for me. They were not there. So instead, the clerk refunded my money, and I then purchased 2 new bottles of soap. Upon returning home from my shopping trip, I was taking items out of the back seat of my car and noticed something under my seat, and I found the original 2 bottles of soap. Being so big and uncomfortable during my pregnancy, I hadn't bent down to look under the seats, and I didn't really think to look there. They had rolled out of the bag. So the day after that, I returned the 2 bottles of soap to the store, explaining what had happened. The girls at the service counter were a bit surprised and thanked me for being honest. Personally, I felt more than a bit silly over the whole thing, but after 3 trips to the store, I finally had soap for my bathroom. And now that I've had the babies, I can bend again." Elizabeth, that was a great story of things that were lost and found, and I appreciate your sharing about your honesty. It would have been very easy just to keep the 2 bottles of soap that you found underneath the seat. But it really speaks a lot for your character, and I hope that that story encourages others to be honest. And if you find something that doesn't belong to you, to try to return it. And if you don't always tell the truth, that's pretty much the point. And that's why I came up with that as the criteria for winning the contest, because I really want to encourage people to be honest and do the right thing.